Welcome back to Simply Sakura, my friends. I hope you are all doing well today. My name is Gary Sakura, and this is my MotoVlog and True Crime stories. I simply drive around on my motorbike, and I tell true crime stories. And if you are new here, welcome. And I am so glad that you decided to stop by. Do you love true crime or unsolved mysteries while enjoying a different, unique type of a motovlog? Then I suggest that you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of my future true crime stories. Well, as you can see, it's really a clear day. For once, that is. I mean, being in Florida, aka the Sunshine State, they really need to take a look at changing the state motto. Now, since I arrived here 6 months ago in the Panhandle area, the Sunshine State really hasn't lived up to its name. This has been the first day, believe it or not, since my last upload, that I could finally get out and ride. I know I sound like a broken record at times, but I just want to keep all of you posted to the delays that I've been running into this past month. The winds are really strong today, so hopefully it won't affect the sound quality of today's true crime stories. I wanted to give a quick shout out to a few of my subscribers: Dennis Hines, Robert Frederick, Edie Sakura, Lisa Smithton, Heather Barnett, and April Adams. Thanks so much for your kind support. That really means a lot to me. It really does. With that, let's start with our first true crime story. Our first true crime story of the day takes place in Indianapolis, Indiana, and took place on the 15th of March, 2021. An Indianapolis man is accused of killing 3 adults and a 7-year-old girl in Indianapolis. He fatally shot everyone inside a home after he and his girlfriend argued because he wanted to share of her recent COVID-19 stimulus relief money. Malik Halfacre, 25, pictured here, was being held on 4 preliminary counts of murder and 1 count each of attempted murder and robbery. Malik has not been formally charged in the shootings, which police have said occurred following a heated argument in a home where officers found the bodies of Anthony Johnson, age 35, Tomika Brown, age 44, Daquan Moore, age 23, and Daquan's daughter, age 7. Halfacre's girlfriend, who was also in the home, was critically wounded in the shooting. A probable cause affidavit revealed more details about the argument. It says that Halfacre told officers following his arrest that he and his girlfriend, identified only as JM, were arguing because Malik wanted some of her stimulus money. A cousin of Malik's girlfriend said that the day before the shootings, Halfacre demanded half of JM's $1,400 pandemic stimulus check, but JM refused. The cousin said JM had just got her stimulus money, and Malik wanted half of it. JM said, "No, you don't deserve any of this. I work, I take care of our child, and you do absolutely nothing." The cousin continued saying that JM ended up offering Malik $450 of her stimulus check. But apparently, Malik wanted the whole stimulus check, saying, "I'm gonna get that money." Malik admitted to shooting all of the deceased individuals in the house. He also said that after everyone was shot, he took the money, JM's purse, and her car, and he left the scene with his 6-month-old daughter. The baby was found safe after Malik's sister called police to report that she had the 6-month-old. The sister told police her brother had knocked on the door, came inside, dropped off the baby and all the baby stuff before leaving. Police later that day, about 4.5 miles from the shooting scene, Halfacre, who sought a friend's help, was hiding within their home. Go figure. After hours of trying to persuade Malik to exit the home, efforts that included the use of tear gas, a police SWAT team entered, and they found Halfacre hiding up in the attic, where Malik was finally taken into custody, thank goodness, without any incident. According to online documents, Malik Halfacre has been formally charged with 8 different crimes: 4 counts of murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, felon of carrying a handgun, and auto theft. This case, though, is eligible for the death penalty because there were multiple victims, an alleged robbery, and ultimately a child was killed. Our second true crime story of the day takes place in Boone County, Missouri, which happened on the 4th of March, 2021. A Missouri woman arrested on drug and weapons charge had a small revolver hidden in a body cavity that went undetected during a strip search and 2 pat-downs. A 4-inch .22 caliber firearm, fully loaded, by the way, with 5 rounds, was discovered by personnel at the Boone County Jail. Pictured here is the actual photo of the small revolver that she hid. The weapon, which was wrapped in plastic, belonged to Amy Wilhite, aged 39, pictured here, who was booked into the facility on February 14th following her arrest by the Columbia Police Department. Wilhite was charged with possession of meth, resisting arrest, unlawful possession of a firearm, and possession of drug paraphernalia. She was also booked for failing to appear in court in connection to a prior domestic assault and drunk driving charges. An initial search of Wilhite by Colombian cops failed to locate the 4.6-ounce North American arm revolver. A thorough pat search at the jail was followed by a strip search before Wilhite joined other detainees in the general population. It was not until 17 days after Wilhite's initial incarceration that jailers discovered the firearm. An investigation immediately began, and probable cause was quickly developed to believe Wilhite was in possession of a firearm. Investigators believe that Wilhite had the gun concealed in her vagina upon entering the jail, and that she removed the firearm from her body and concealed it within her personal belongings. After being read her rights, Wilhite admitted to possessing the firearm, but she claimed that she was only holding it for another female detainee. Other inmates in Wilhite's housing unit all stated Amy was in possession of the firearm. The discovery of the gun resulted in Wilhite being charged with another felony for allegedly introducing a weapon into a correctional facility. This hadn't been the first time a woman concealed a gun in their JJ, because women in Tennessee, Illinois, and Oklahoma have all been convicted of trying to enter the jail with a gun in their vagina In fact, the Tennessee woman was packing the same firearm that Wilhite had been accused of possessing. Crazy, right? Our last true crime story of the day takes place in Tampa Bay, Florida, which recently happened on the 18th of March, 2021. Everybody has some kind of weird kinkiness, but for some reason, they just need to stay indoors permanently. Police got a call about a suspicious person on a lawn in front of a townhome, and when police got there, they couldn't believe what was going on. Eric Dettich, 47, pictured here, of Tampa Bay, Florida, was charged with exposure of sexual organs. When police arrived, they found Eric on a private premises. He was lying flat on his back with no pants or underwear on. Eric had his penis in one hand and, get this, a large uneaten pickle in his other hand. And he was using the pickle to penetrate his rectum while he was masturbating. Eric was arrested on a misdemeanor exposure of sexual organs charge. Yes, that's a thing. He was being held in the county jail in lieu of a $150 bond. That's it, $150. Eric has prior convictions, of course, for theft, disorderly conduct, resisting police, and criminal mischief. Jail records note that Eric had "Only God Can Judge Me" tattooed on his arm. And judge he will, you weirdo. There is no indication in the court records that the pickle was ever seized as evidence. Anyway, this concludes today's MotoVlog and True Crime Stories with Simply Sakura. I do hope you found these 3 stories interesting. There are plenty more MotoVlog and True Crime stories coming very soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And if you have any comments, I highly encourage you to leave them down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Alright, it's time for everybody's favorites. It's time for some jokes. This is gonna be the good, the bad, and the absolute terrible. Courtesy of Simply Sakura. So, did you hear about the houses that fell in love? It was a long-distance relationship. Why did the belt go to jail? Because it held up a pair of pants. You know, my wedding was so beautiful. Even the cake was in tears. Why can't you have a nose that is 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. Did you hear about the calendar thief? He got 12 months. Did you hear about the fire in the shoe factory? Hundreds of souls were lost. Why did the boy bring a ladder to chorus? He wanted to sing higher. What do snowmen do in their spare time? They just chill. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in the field. The cops just arrested the Energizer Bunny. They charged him with battery. What did one bell say to the other? Be my Valentine. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon.